What's up, guys? It's Mezzanine Maddie here. I am not in my usual corner today because I'm going to show you my cup collection because as you can hear in the background, my dishwasher is going and I'm finally going to have all my cups clean at the same time. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is Veronica Sawyer behind me, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. I made her. Pretty proud of it. I didn't make the doll, but I did make her outfit. Anyway, like I was saying, cups. Very excited. You do not have to be anywhere near New York City to start a Sippy Cup collection. Out of my entire collection, there is actually only 3 cups that I got in person. The rest of them I got in various different ways, and I will explain it all to you as I show them all. A lot of this was due to the generosity of other people, which was pretty cool. There's a group that can help you start a cup collection. I'm going to leave that down in the link below in the description, so that if you want to get a collection started too, you can do that also. Okay, so that groaning sound coming from my dishwasher means that it's finally just about done and that all my cups are ready and dry. So let's go ahead and take a look. Y'all are gonna have to bear with my super chipped fingernails, y'all. I am an advisor and I deal with a lot of paper. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start by showing off my generic show cups. Some people are not as much of a fan of these just because they're a lot easier to get and you can find them in a lot of places. But if you are like me and you are an East Coast person living in a West Coast world, these are super exciting to start your collection off with and really easy to get a hold of. This actually, I will say, is the first cup that I ever got in person. I tell a lie. This tall one here is the first one that I ever got in person. This is when I went to go see the Book of Mormon. Kind of surprising, usually when a show has been around as long as Book of Mormon, they usually have cups for the show by then. Not the case with them, unfortunately, but I still do like these cups a lot. This one I grabbed. If you're ever at a show, it's super easy to get a cup. All you have to do is go to the bar, find out where the bar is first. Sometimes that can be rough if it's down in the basement. But all you have to do is buy a drink. Doesn't have to be alcoholic. I get a Pepsi every time I go. And there you go, you've got a cup. This is a really important tip when you're going to collect cups. Look on the ground when you're leaving. Some people don't realize what they have or they just don't care what they have. And so people leave a lot of cups, especially these generic theater cups. So when I left the theater, I ran to the stage door immediately. And after I got done talking to everybody, my dad turned around and noticed all these cups were there. And he was really awesome and he came and snagged this one for me and dumped it out, put it in his bag. This one is New World Stages. This is where Heather's played for a while and a lot of other really cool off-Broadway shows. This one was sent to me by the awesome Laura Haywood. She actually runs the Sippy Cup Collector page. These are 2 more awesome ones that I got from the wonderful Laura Haywood. You can see my Radio City Music Hall one is starting to get a little bit of a crack in it. I have a second one. The one that is not chipped is on my nightstand right now. This one I'm probably going to retire soon since it is chipped. Radio City Music Hall actually has gold letters now. I saw the last time I was in New York City, so I've been in search of that one. Schubert Theater. I love this cup. It is the bane of some people's existence because these are the cups they use when a Schubert show is out of cups. So that is it for generic theater cups. Let's move on to show cups. So I got this one last time I went to go see Dear Evan Hansen. Their bar is hiding down in the basement, so make sure that if you want one, you're going to go down to the bottom level of the Music Box Theater. This is actually the first cup I ever had in my collection, and I got it from the generosity of a wonderful person on the Broadway Sippy Cup Collector Facebook. But this is not that same cup. I went ahead and sent that cup to a friend who had no sippy cups because I wanted to keep the one that I got from going to the show. It's a little chipped. You can see that happened in my suitcase on the way home. That's what happens when you have, you know, a 6-7 hour flight to get back and you have to get rerouted all over the place because of weather. But I don't see myself replacing this one even though it's chipped at the bottom because it means a lot to me. So this was my very first show on Broadway in New York City. These are pretty coveted now because this show closed, but this means a lot to me. The stage manager of this show and I, believe it or not, being crazy West Coasters over here, went to the same college. So I sent in a little fan mail a while back. He was super awesome and recognized the letterhead from my university and asked if I'd like to come check out the show, and I did, and it was a blast. This cup is probably one of my favorites just because of that. This means a lot to me. All 4 of these cups, again, were from the generosity of others. It's pretty easy. If you go into the board that I'm going to put in the link, if you just say ISO in search of a specific show cup, a lot of people have extras. Some people would prefer to trade just so they can keep growing their collection, but there are some people who are going to be willing, if a show's still open, like Harry Potter or Frozen, they'd be willing to have you pay for their drink and get you a cup. And then with some that are closed, like Matilda, you might find they're more inclined to trade, but somebody actually just sent me Matilda for the price of shipping, so it never hurts to ask. Speaking of asking, that's how I scored the Spring Awakening cup, even though it's pretty coveted and hard to get. You can see there are a lot of cracks in this cup. I was very grateful for the opportunity for somebody to send this to me, so I'm certainly not going to complain, but it definitely is an old cup. I don't dishwash this one anymore. Some people get a little weird about dishwashing their cups and go, no, it's bad, don't do it. My dishwasher must not be that bad. I've never had a problem with my cups, but these are 2 cups that I actually bought. This one, the Phantom of the Opera, I got this one on eBay. Fair warning, if you go outside of trading groups like the one that I've been talking about, you are going to get charged a lot. I did have to pay $20 for Phantom of the Opera because nobody on the board had one to trade at the moment. Doesn't mean that if you don't go ask now that they won't. But they do gouge pretty good on eBay, so if there's a cup you're really looking for, give it a shot, but that wouldn't be my first try. Spider-Man I got from a Broadway store. This is a little awkward. I'm not going to tell you the name of the store because we found out pretty recently that the store in question is a little shady, and I don't want to direct you guys there even though it worked out for me. This SpongeBob one is actually one of my favorites. I love the pineapple on the back. Very minimalist. This Mean Girls one is pretty cloudy. It came to me that way, so it's possible in the future I might just ask somebody to go ahead and buy a drink on me and send me the cup. These are 2 more that I bought. This one I got on eBay. This one, pretty awesome. Somebody was going to see Wicked, and so I paid for their drink so that they would go ahead and send it to me. Paying for a drink, usually it depends on what they're going to get, but they're usually nice about not gouging you in that way. The cheapest drink that you can get is $10, and most of them will be pretty nice about sticking to that. Some will charge you shipping, some won't. It really depends on who you get it from. This one is my favorite, obviously. This is my super awesome Be More Chill cup. They are pretty brand new right now. This one itself, by the way, was sent to me by my awesome Broadway buddy Tori. Actually, in case you're curious, this is a different cup than what they're giving out right now. Right now they are doing cups that have the old logo. Old logo. Let me find an example. Old logo, like this poster that chills out above my fish. Old logo. New logo. So apparently what I heard from somebody who asked the bartender was that they accidentally ordered cups that had the old logo by accident without realizing they changed the logo. And about a week or so ago, they actually completely ran out of Be More Chill cups, and they were using those cups we talked about for a while, those generic Schubert cups. I have a super awesome friend, Angela, who went ahead and grabbed me one last time she was at Be More Chill. If by the time you're seeing this, they still have those cups, seriously grab one, because these are the ones that they said they plan to use forever, for the rest of time, and the other ones are going to be pretty hard to come by. I mean, seriously, this is my entire collection, and like I said, I live here on the West Coast. I only bought 4 of these cups in person. One of the things I really love about the Broadway fandom is that they are super generous and kind, and it's not difficult to grow a collection of Sippy Cups just because you're not anywhere in New York City. Alright guys, thank you so much for checking out my cup collection with me. If you have any questions about Sippy Cup collecting, I would love to answer them if you want to leave a comment below. Also, if you want to ask on the Broadway Sippy Cup Collectors board, people are super helpful and kind there as well. Leave a comment down below, tell me which Sippy Cup you're dreaming of adding to your collection. Hit the like button and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the mezzanine.